My husband came home before lunch and whispered I got fired. 3 days later, I found what he had left on a coworker's car and realized his silence was the least terrifying part. Aaron had worked there for 4 years, so I assumed there had been some mistake. What happened? I asked. They said I harassed someone. Who? A junior employee named Stella. I had never heard her name before. Aaron talked about work constantly, but suddenly he refused to explain. He admitted sending some emails, said Stella was terrible at her job, and mentioned she was dating Gavin, a senior employee. Then he said, the company's lawyers told me she could have gone to the police. For emails. There was something with her car. What happened? He looked away. I don't want to talk about it. All weekend, Aaron stayed upstairs playing video games. He didn't call a lawyer or deny the accusations. He only said the company had treated him unfairly. By Monday morning, I had enough. If you can't tell me, write it down. But you cannot shut me out when this affects both of us. The paperwork is in my car, he muttered. Outside, he handed me an envelope, got into his car, and drove away. His mother later texted that he was staying with her. I opened the envelope. Aaron had created anonymous email accounts and spent nearly 3 months telling Stella she was incompetent, everyone hated her, and she should quit. He made fake customer profiles to post complaints about her work. He accused her of using Gavin for career favors, although Gavin didn't manage her and their relationship had been disclosed. Then I reached the section about her car. Stella had found a weapons catalog beneath her windshield wiper after weeks of anonymous messages warning her that people at work were watching her. Inside was a subscription card printed with Aaron's name and our home address. When Aaron returned, I placed the report on the table. Why did you do this? She should never have been hired. And the catalog? It was a joke. What did you want her to feel? He stayed silent until I asked again. Uncomfortable, he admitted. So she would leave. Then the real motive came out. Aaron had offered to mentor Stella. She told him she preferred to work through her supervisor. Later, he invited her for a drink to clear the air. She declined and said she wanted to keep things professional. Soon after, he saw her with Gavin. You punished her because she didn't want your attention, I said. It wasn't like that. You spent months trying to make her afraid. I already lost my job. Haven't I been punished enough? That was when I understood. He was sorry about the consequences, not what he had done. I told him to stay with his parents and get therapy. For weeks, he blamed Stella, Gavin, and management, everyone except himself. When a job offer disappeared, he said, Stella ruined my career. No, I told him. You did. I filed for divorce. While he packed, he begged me not to throw away 10 years. I said, you wanted her to lose her confidence, her job, and her sense of safety. Instead, you lost your career, your reputation, and now you lost me too. Almost a year later, Aaron sent a letter admitting he had wanted control and treated Stella's boundaries like an attack. He asked to meet for coffee. I never answered. Was I wrong to leave before seeing whether he could truly change, or were those 3 months already enough?